Hey guys, Tony here, and I'm here to show my recent vinyl finds, and I'm really excited about this one. I got some great stuff I've wanted for a long time. Kind of went on a little shopping spree, but I'm actually waiting on like 8 or 9 more records to come in the mail. But um, again, I wanted to say thanks for everybody for posting responses to my thread, and yeah, tonight I hope to respond to Mr. Hall of Fame, and I saw Spellerine had a new one with some all very good questions, so I'm going to try and get to that tonight. But yeah, let me run through these quick so before I run out of time here. So last night I stopped by my record store on the way home and picked up my first record by Can, and this is Can Soundtracks. I believe it's their first record with Damo Suzuki on vocals. Very interesting stuff. I'm not familiar with their work. They had a Tago, however you say it. But I decided to go with this just to, I don't know, check this out. It's very interesting. I mean, I definitely got to give it a few more listens because like I'm not familiar with them, so I've wanted to check them out for a little while now. One I ordered on eBay. I tried ordering it directly from the record, the label, and their shipping costs were just through the roof, and shipping was just almost just as much as the record. So I went with eBay and got a really good price on it. Still from the UK, but not bad at all. Dope Throne by Electric Wizard. I haven't listened to it yet. It arrived this morning, but I'm really looking forward to it. I've been listening to them on YouTube, checking out some stuff up by them, and unbelievable. I mean, these guys, they sound like a more modern, heavy Sabbath or something. Just great stuff. And I'm really looking forward to listening to this. I've heard a lot of great stuff from you guys, and excited about checking that out. So. Again, another recommendation by Dan. So thanks a lot, man. Hank Mobley's Soul Station. And what a fantastic jazz record. I mean, this is a Blue Note reissue, and it just sounds phenomenal. It really does. And it's just a great jazz record. I mean, it's really upbeat, and it sounds great. I mean, the drumming on it, the piano, the sax, just everything on it is fantastic. He's just a great player. I mean, so check this out if you're looking for some jazz to listen to. Very good. This next one here, I've wanted for a while, so I said, "What the hell?" I just ordered it. It's Nirvana's Live at Reading, and I've wanted this for so long. I have a few years after Cobain died, somebody put out a bootleg box set. And it was called Into the Black. And it was like 5 CDs, I think. 4 or 5. And it had a lot of interesting stuff on it. A lot of the demos and unreleased stuff that actually ended up on this. Into the Black. I'm sorry. With the Lights Out. But this obviously has a lot more stuff in it, better quality. But one thing I want to say about Nirvana's like post-Cobain releases, they're just so generic, I think, the packaging. The music is fantastic. I mean, unbelievable. But the packaging is just not them. You could tell that, when Neil put out the archives, I wrote a review on some blog about how you could tell that Neil's fingerprints are all over the archives. As compared to this, you can tell that, Kurt had nothing to do with this. And all of their releases have been that, Kurt, when Kurt was alive, have been, something creative, some artistic statement. Kurt was a big painter and sculptor, and a lot of that stuff ended up on the covers, so, I don't know, it just kind of bothers me how generic this is. I mean, it's a beautiful package, but it's not them, and it's just weird, but, so the same thing kind of goes with this. I mean, a picture of them playing, I guess it's alright, but it's not what you would expect from Nirvana. So, but I am thrilled about getting this. Really, I've read a couple complaints about this. They edited out all the in-between song banter between Chris Novoselic and Cobain, which is, I mean, every Nirvana show had that, so I don't know. It kind of erases some of the character. And I've heard they've also added in a lot of audience cheering, which is kind of annoying, but still, this is a great performance. My point with the box set, too, was that this performance was on that box set, that Into the Black, but it was a bootleg, and the quality really kind of sucked, so this one, I'm hoping will sound a lot better. I've never heard it, so little tangent there about Nirvana, but here's one that I've wanted for a long time. I've tried getting it a number of times and I just never could. But Boris is Pink, and what a great record, really. I think this is my favorite this is my fourth Boris record now, and this just rocks. I mean, really, not to use that expression, but I can't think of no other thing. It rocks. These guys are just, you could tell. I mean, I've never seen them live. A friend of mine did, and he said they literally blew the roof off the place. Unbelievable. So, I mean, great record. That first record, too, was fantastic. Pink, Woman on the Screen, Nothing Special. A song that really stuck out to me for some reason was Afterburner. But, great album. So glad I finally got a copy of this. So, there you go. It is a great place to start with Boris, too. This one here, excuse me. This release here, I've tried getting for a long time, and I've been outbid on it every time. When it came out, I wasn't into vinyl, so I would have never even thought of it. I did get the CD when it came out. I still have it somewhere, but Pearl Jam's Merkin Ball. And this is actually a companion piece to Neil Young's Mirror Ball. And what a great release. I mean, a great 7-inch by them. Those two songs, I Got Id and Long Road, are probably my favorite Pearl Jam songs. I mean, two fantastic songs. And I think even if Neil didn't play on this, I'd still love it, just because the songs are that good. But Neil's playing on it, though, is just phenomenal. I mean, Old Black, you could hear that guitar. I mean, no guitar sounds like that. And you could just hear it ringing out. And it has that growl, you know. It's no other guitar. I mean, really. And Long Road, Neil plays pump organ. And I believe he plays guitar in it as well. But two great songs. And this thing is just mint. No really dink corners. Just beautiful. And the vinyl itself, this thing is like brand new. So I'm really psyched about this. And I also would kind of consider it part of my Neil collection. Just because it's, I don't know, he plays on it, it's so good, but it'll be filed under Pearl Jam. I know I asked recently about box sets and what your guys' opinions are. So, between the Grateful Dead and the Dylan box set. And I went with the Grateful Dead. And it arrived this morning. And I'm like psyched about it. Here's the box. It's a beautiful box to, house all those records, but the records themselves are just phenomenal. I mean, you get a booklet. It's a little booklet just with some cool pictures and things. And just for an example. But the vinyls themselves are just fantastic. I went with this one because there are releases here that I didn't have on vinyl. And I have all those Dylan records. But who knows? Maybe I'll get it at some point. If it doesn't get too expensive. Here's the Grateful Dead's debut record. Never had this on vinyl. I've come across copies of it that were either just beat or they were just kind of like shitty quality reissues. So their first record, when I was a teenager, I was like a huge Deadhead, and so I'm very familiar with all these albums. I've just never had a lot of them on vinyl, but great debut by them. It sounds very different from their other stuff, I think. This one too, Never had it on vinyl, but psyched I finally got it. Anthem of the Sun. This is I guess the original mix, which I've never heard, so I'm looking forward to listening to this. Again, this one I never had on vinyl, but it's the Grateful Dead's Oxo Moxo. And a great album by them, too. I mean, I had these on cassette, and I remember I used to walk a lot, like walk to school and home, and I used to listen to this on my Walkman, like, all the time. Great album by them. And this one, probably my favorite Dead album, Working Man's Dead. And they've really stayed true to the original package. Here's the reissue one. And here's an original that I have. This is actually in very good condition, too. But one thing about it is the original, I'm pretty sure this is a mistake, but the original, they pasted the back upside down. Pretty sure it's a mistake. I mean, so on the reissue here, they did the same thing, which is cool how they stayed true to the original thing. So great album. I mean, this is every song on this is a classic, really. Uncle John's Band, High Time, Dire Wolf, New Speedway Boogie. I love that song. That and Dire Wolf, two great songs. Cumberland Blues, Black Peter, Easy Win, Casey Jones. Every song on here is great. I mean, the same could be said for just about all these records, too. They're just all classic releases. And American Beauty, of course. Again, every song is a classic. Love this album. I love their folky album, their acoustic folk kind of albums. I just think it suits them. I know, the Grateful Dead, I know. But I kind of prefer their acoustic stuff in a way. I don't know. I love all their stuff, really. And not to leave Dylan out completely. I went with Bob Dylan's Bootleg Series Volume 4, their Royal Albert Hall release. I've wanted this on vinyl for so long. I got a good price on it. It's 2 discs, 200 grams, classic records release, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is arguably one of the most important performances in rock history. When you talk rock, you know. When that guy yells out Judas before Like a Rolling Stone, and Dylan turns around to the band and says, play it fucking loud. It just gives you chills. I mean, and then when they go into that song, it's like unbelievable. This version too of Ballad of a Thin Man is fantastic. Fourth Time Around, Visions of Johanna, It's All Over Now, Baby Blue, just gives me chills hearing that. I Don't Believe You, Shacks Like We Never Met. Just like Tom Thumb Blues, Leopard Skin Pillbox Hat. Just a great release by him. Psyched that I got this. Really. And I think, was that it? No. Yeah, that's it. So, cool. I think I got it all in one video. So, I'll be back soon with some more of my stuff when it all comes in. So, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll be up with some responses to some threads. So, take it easy.